Does your company own its real estate? If you answered yes, then you want to be considering a sale leaseback transaction for your business. Don't worry if you're unfamiliar with this term. This video will teach you what you need to know. What is a sale leaseback transaction? A sale leaseback is a real estate transaction in which an operating business sells its company-owned real estate to a real estate investor and simultaneously enters into a long-term lease. The business receives the cash from the sale and becomes a tenant under the lease going forward. The lease is absolute triple net in nature, meaning the business handles all of its own operating expenses and controls, occupies, and operates the facility effectively the same way it would as an owner. Who is a good candidate for a sale leaseback? A business is a good candidate for a sale leaseback transaction if it owns real estate property that is mission critical or strategically important to the business. The real estate can be any type of land or building. Examples of asset classes include industrial, retail, office, healthcare, medical, land, and specialized real estate. In terms of businesses, all types of companies across all industries, sizes, and ownership structures can be good candidates for a sale leaseback transaction. That includes family-owned and founder-owned businesses, as well as private equity-backed companies and public companies. Why execute a sale leaseback? There are many reasons why companies and business owners choose to enter into sale leaseback arrangements. Most reasons fall under one of these 5 categories. 1. Higher and better use of capital. 2. Value arbitrage. 3. Immediate cash. 4. Balance sheet optimization. And 5. Attractive financing alternative. Companies have a higher and better use of their capital than being tied up in real estate. Business owners can use the capital generated by a sale leaseback to improve their business by fueling growth, funding strategic internal initiatives, expanding their footprint, and investing in operational efficiencies. For example, proceeds from a sale leaseback can be used to buy new machinery and equipment, open new locations, increase production capacity, fund acquisitions, and make investments in technology. A sale leaseback transaction allows a business to take advantage of significant arbitrage in value. There are 2 types of arbitrage for business owners to consider. 1. Sale leaseback proceeds versus bank financing proceeds. And 2. Cap rate multiple versus EV to EBITDA multiple. Sale leaseback investors are typically able to attribute greater value to the real estate than the appraised value of that property. This is a result of the long-term nature of the lease, the mission-critical nature of the real estate, and the fact that these characteristics often allow investors to be comfortable with slightly higher than market rents. Traditional lenders will finance between 60 and 80% of the appraised value of a business's real estate. Sale leasebacks, however, provide financing equal to 100% of the sale leaseback value. As a result, sale leasebacks generate significantly more proceeds than bank financing. Businesses are valued based on their cash flow generation. Therefore, you can assume an enterprise value to EBITDA multiple to value a company. There is typically an arbitrage between the cap rate multiple of a sale leaseback and the EV to EBITDA multiple that a business is valued at. This arbitrage results in substantial value creation for a business when it executes a sale leaseback transaction. Assume that a company generates $10 million in annual EBITDA and would trade at a multiple of 8 times in today's market. Without a sale leaseback, that would imply an enterprise value of $80 million. If the business now enters into a sale leaseback transaction, which requires an annual rent expense of $2 million, then annual EBITDA would decrease by the amount of that rent. Therefore, the pro forma EBITDA after the sale leaseback would be $8 million. Now, apply that same 8 times multiple, and the enterprise value of the business should decrease to $64 million. However, that stream of cash flows in the form of annual rent payment is valued much more aggressively than the business's cash flows are, based on current industry EBITDA multiples and current real estate market cap rates. This is what creates the arbitrage. The implied multiple of the sale-leaseback is equal to the inverse of, or 1 divided by, the cap rate. If the sale-leaseback trades at a 6.75% cap rate, that is equivalent to a 14.8 times multiple. Applying the 14.8 times multiple to the annual rent expense of $2 million. The sale-leaseback generates proceeds equal to $29.6 million. Those proceeds increase the enterprise value of the business to $93.6 million, which is about 17% greater than the $80 million enterprise value without a sale-leaseback transaction. The sale-leaseback instantly creates $13.6 million of value for the business. A sale-leaseback transaction provides immediate cash for a business. A typical transaction can take anywhere from 35 to 120 days from beginning to closing. This is much quicker than most other forms of financing. The sale-leaseback strategy can help a company optimize its balance sheet. Proceeds from a sale-leaseback can be used to pay down debt and de-risk a company's balance sheet. Additionally, sale-leaseback proceeds can bolster cash reserves on a company's balance sheet, acting as a defensive tool for the business. Companies find it prudent to keep cash on their books in order to maintain a secure liquidity position, especially during volatile times. Businesses may tap into their cash reserves in order to fund working capital. A sale-leaseback also allows a company to optimize its balance sheet by allocating capital away from illiquid, non-income generating assets and into the core operating business where that capital achieves a much higher rate of return. Sale-leaseback financing is typically more attractive than traditional forms of financing. This is for a variety of reasons, including 1. Greater flexibility, 2. No financial covenants, 3. No personal recourse, 4. Lower cost than alternatives, and 5. Much greater proceeds. A sale-leaseback is more flexible than senior debt and will not require any financial covenants or guarantees beyond a corporate guarantee. When compared to equity capital or expensive mezzanine and sub-debt options, a sale-leaseback carries a much cheaper cost of capital and is a non-dilutive form of financing for a business. Lastly, a sale-leaseback provides 100% of market value for the real estate versus 60 to 80% LTV, which is what most traditional lenders will finance. Overall, the sale-leaseback strategy allows a business owner to unlock substantial capital from company-owned real estate at an attractive valuation and with much greater flexibility compared to other forms of financing. This capital often has a much higher rate of return when invested back into the operating business versus being tied up in real estate. Reach out today to learn more about the strategy and to receive a complimentary sale-leaseback valuation of your company-owned real estate. I look forward to hearing from you.